Hi everyone, so this video is on drawing linear graphs. So a linear graph is a straight line graph, but what we're going to look at is when y equals a number and when x equals a number. So these graphs are just a horizontal graph or a vertical graph, and you have to figure out where to draw them. They're really helpful to draw when you're looking at doing reflections in a particular line of symmetry. It might ask you to draw a line of reflection in the line y equals 2. So you need to know how to draw these straight line graphs, okay, these linear graphs. So I'm going to give you a couple of demonstrations, okay. So this first question says, on the grid, draw the graph x equals 3. So what we have to do is we have to find a point where x is 3. Now you might be able to spot quite a few. The obvious one to start with is looking on the x-axis, and where is it 3? Well, x is 3 right here, okay? And then what we have to do now is we have to find another place where x is 3. So let's have a think about it. If we're thinking about coordinates, well, would x be 3 here? No, x would be 0, so this would be 0, 3, okay? What about, let's say, this point here? Well, this point is when 2 is x and y is 3. So no, that's not right either. But if I start looking along this line, okay, so when we write coordinates, they go in the order x, y. So it's when that first coordinate is going to be 3. So I could see that if I plotted 3, 1, which is here, that is going to be when x is 3. What about 3, 2? Well, of course. So it's when the x coordinate is that digit, okay? Another way of thinking about it is you find the point on the line where x is 3, and it's all the points, and it crosses through where x is 3. So that is the line x equals 3. So it passes through where x is 3, okay? Some of my students think about it as its opposite, the x-axis. So an x line is a vertical line, okay? Let's have a look at the next part. It wants us to draw the graph of y equals 1. So we're going to do the same thing. Well, y is 1 here, okay? And this time I'm looking at the second coordinate. So it doesn't matter what I put at the beginning, but all of these need to be 1, okay? So what coordinate have I picked there? Well, I've picked 0, 1. So what about another one? What about 1, 1? Well, 1, 1 would be here. 2, 1 would be here. So can we see that that is going to create a horizontal line, okay? So a line going across, and it passes through where y is equal to 1, okay? So it's as simple as that. Now where it gets more complicated is when we're looking at drawing a line where x is equal to y, okay? So where they're the same coordinate, okay? So y equals x. This is one that you will need to learn, okay? And this is when the x coordinate or the y coordinate are equal to each other, okay? So let's think about it. Y is equal to x. So let's think, we've got x and y here. So if one's 0, the other one's 0. If one's 1, the other one's 1. 2, 2, 3, 3. If I start plotting these points, let's see what happens. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. It creates a diagonal line, okay? So when there's a y equals x, it creates a diagonal, okay? These are the 3 types of lines you're going to need to learn to draw, okay? And like I said at the beginning, these are really going to help you when you start looking at reflections.